Bam!
Hello.
Hey, it's Bollocks this evening. We are so prepared.
Kinda.
Got all the reads ready. We are ready to go. Lenny,
Hi.
appreciate you being in studio, making me laugh right at the end there.
Happy to be here.
Whew.
Happy to be here.
Oh, I had the wrong show up I was sharing. So I'm over here sharing shows, and I hope you are too, because it is Tuesday
So it's
Here-
a twofer. We got one of us each.
here in the...
Bozard Ford Studio.
Ford Studio.
That's...
Ooh, a double.
That was awful.
We got to work on our timing a little bit.
Yes,
All right, let's try it again. We are here in the...
Bozard Ford Studio. Oh.
Damn right we are.
Little reverb.
And
Never
we're
heard
talking
anybody.
about Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com.
Well, it's date night tonight, and I am taking my wife to go see a friend of ours at the Saint, where you can experience the art of Italian dining nestled in the heart of historic St. Augustine. From handmade pastas to rich risottos and indulgent tiramisu, every dish blends authentic Italian flavor with modern elegance. Sip a craft cocktail, savor seasonal ingredients, and enjoy breathtaking views from their second-floor balcony or a rooftop patio. It's a nice day out, too, really.
It is nice.
Where you can take in the bayfront and even spot the lighthouse on a clear day. At Saint, every meal is a celebration. Join us there and elevate your dining experience.
Yeah, I remember last time it was a little warm there.
Yeah.
And we happened to be sitting under the one booth that the fan wasn't
Didn't
on.
work, yeah.
It wasn't working. So, that was a little warm.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum.
Yeah.
Set sail for the adventure of your life at the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, home to the world's most authentic collection of pirate artifacts. Over 800 relics across 40 immersive exhibits, including Thomas II's original pirate chest, Blackbeard's blunderbuss, and gold from the Queen Anne's Revenge. By the way, we need to change up this ad because they have so much more than what we put into this ad.
I was thinking about rewriting one.
It's time for this.
Okay, I'll rewrite one.
All right, because it's just not giving them the right justice that they
I know.
deserve. But they
Besides-
do also have one of 3 authentic Jolly Rogers,
I've
which
seen that
is
often.
you need
That's
to see
impressive.
that one.
That's
All right?
impressive.
And it's curated by Pat Croce and the Croce family. It's a journey through the real pirate history right here in downtown St. Augustine, located at 12 South Castillo Drive. It's across from the fort, if you're wondering where the hell that is.
Yeah. And, I'm still not quite sure who Thomas II is.
Yeah.
And I hope people know what a blunderbuss is.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
that's,
it's a big,
that's
big
not
gun
us.
with a...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we could be blunderbussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, right before the show, I think we were both blunderbussing.
We do that well. We're trained professionals.
We're
Do
both-
not try this at home.
Yes, we were blunderbussing
And if
before.
you do, put your seatbelt on.
Yeah. Thomas II, didn't he sing Tiptoe Through the Tulips?
That was Tiny Tim.
Oh.
That was Tiny Tim.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of laughing, by the way, that made him and, he and Miss Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm old.
And Twiggy.
Yeah. And Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. So you guys weren't blunderbussing. A blunderbuss is a gun.
Yes, we
Yeah,
know
we know
that.
that.
That's what I was explaining.
We
to
were
you.
exploding. It goes out. It's like it's a gun
It's got
that
like a
goes
bell.
out like with a bellow on
Yeah.
it, like almost like a trumpet.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we're of the age we know what a blunderbuss is.
Might have loaded a couple.
I'm not of that age, so you can.
Yeah,
Guys
you just looked it up real quick, didn't you?
Enjoy your youth. Since 2008, Brightway Insurance, the Casey agency, has been guiding St. Augustine through hurricanes, floods, fires, and more. Led by longtime local Ashley Casey, this insurance done the brighter way. No confusing jargon, no one-size-fit-all policies. Just clear guidance, multiple quotes, and customized coverage that protects what matters most. With deep roots in the community and decades of experience, Ashley and his team make insurance simple, affordable, and personal. Visit them on the island at 108 Seagrove Main Street or call 904-217-7547. Brightway, the brighter way to do insurance.
All right, and we have several other amazing sponsors out there that we got to say thank you to, like Anastasia Construction Group, Solar Stick, Aver Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Me Hands Irish Pub, A.D. Davis Construction, St. Augustine Distillery, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, and Mr. Electric. Thank you guys, each and every one of you. We appreciate you guys and allowing us to do our blunderbussing.
Exactly.
You probably have a little bit more stuff than I do because you're an overly preparer, and I'm an underly preparer.
Sometimes I do.
And I'm a
Afternoon, Barbara Jean.
yes. So I hope everyone out there is doing amazing.
It's a beautiful day.
And it really is a beautiful day, and I don't need this anymore. I don't know why I held on to those. But there's a lot of stuff happening.
A lot of stuff going on all over the place, yeah.
You know, and thank goodness for Trump, because he always gives us content, good or bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the content's always there.
Yeah.
You know, if you're bored, you throw his name out there, and then all of a sudden everything gets all crazy.
It all lights up. Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, the board
bing,
lights
bing,
up
bing,
like bing,
right.
bing, bing. And that's what we do when we had call-ins, and we don't do call-ins anymore because it kind of disrupts the flow of the show.
Right.
And those are the hardest shows to do because you don't know what the other person's going to say.
No.
You can have a screener and all that stuff, but it doesn't matter because once they get on, you have
Right,
zero.
past the screener, exactly.
You have zero control over it.
Right.
So there's a reason why, but we do have our comments, which is, we still have a little bit of a hairline of control of that.
Right.
So
right. I have a little bit of a hairline and you have less.
yes, and today is, I believe it's Bald Man's Day or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So you can just let it be free. But it's a little too much shine for
St. Baldrick's?
No, I don't know what it's actually
Because there
called.
is.
It's like it's a day I am celebrating, which is No Bra Day. So
okay.
I'm celebrating.
Is that as opposed to Eringo Bra Day?
I don't know what that means.
That's yay Irish.
Oh, okay.
Eringo Bra.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
The word that only
BARGH.
comes out in March.
Right.
It's October. We can't use that word in October.
All right. Well,
I think it's against the rules.
Hang on. In Long Beach, there's a huge Irish Day festival in the middle of October, and I don't know if it's Hibernian Day but it's the Ancient Order of Hibernians do an Irish Day. We got bands all over the place. You know, it's a big day. Believe me when I tell you,
Right.
the city shuts down.
I can tell you right now, you better behave yourself. I got backup in the audience out there. Aaron Moyer Johnston, my good friend from DeLand, is watching. So,
Okay.
and,
Hi, Aaron.
And you should be afraid of her.
Why?
No, she'll love you. She'd love you. She'd be on your side immediately.
Thank you.
Yeah, just so,
Hi, Aaron.
just
I like
so
you.
you know. Yeah, just so you know, it was great seeing you this weekend.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a great time.
Oh, we had a wonderful time, and the weather was kind because it was supposed to be absolutely awful. Yeah. There was people outside at one event, and they didn't realize that there was an inside component, and I was inside the entire time. I probably should have went out and said, "You guys should come in here."
Right.
Aaron was smart enough to find it on her own.
Okay.
So the people I wanted sitting with me were there.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, you gotta pick and choose.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got stuff to talk about. I brought in because I think this is a country a lot of people don't keep their eye on, but they need to keep their eye on, and that's Argentina. Because I mean, the natural resources that are in Argentina, they should be a much more healthier country.
Yeah, well,
than what they are right now, and that just shows you what leadership can do.
Right.
So
they've had a bunch of dictatorial governments, a bunch of militaristic governments. I have a very, very, very dear friend of ours who was Argentinian, and
they make great wine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mayopa Valley.
Oh yeah.
Argentina. No, that may be Mayopa Valley. Maybe in Chile.
I mean, don't like 80% or 90% of the Malbecs come from Argentina?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I know there's a bunch in Australia too, but it could be, yeah.
I'm a big Malbec guy. I mean,
it's a little dry for my taste, but it's a great blending grape. So
I'm a pretty dry guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a dry guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
So. But it's funny because she grew up there, and she admits that she's got PTSD about going to Argentina because of the way she grew up and how difficult it was to grow up there. And we have friends that are going to Argentina, and she's kind of warning them because they're going to get a car and a driver, and they go, no, we're going to take Ubers.
Mhm.
And apparently, there is an organized crime ring that works out of Ubers in
Oh, wow.
Argentina.
It's good to know.
According to our Argentinian friend. So it's a little,
'Cause we use Uber pretty much everywhere we go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, in Spain we use it because the taxis are so prevalent.
right.
In Barcelona.
It's so much fun to say.
Yeah.
It really is.
I feel, like I'm one of Jeff Dunham's puppets when I say it. Barcelona. Was it Peanut?
That's
Is that
Peanut,
what
yeah.
Peanut? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's great. He's very funny. He's very clever. He's
Yeah.
very good at it too. You can't even see his lips move.
yeah, but I mean, President met with the president of Argentina.
Is that Melly the chainsaw whacker?
Meli,
Yeah.
Meli.
Yeah, and his golden chainsaw.
Yeah, Meli. And it looks like they've come to some type of compromise.
Yeah, he gave him $20 billion.
Yeah, he didn't give it to him. You think that comes without something?
No, that's my point.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting the rare earth. We're getting the rare. We bought the rare earth minerals
Mhm.
for $20 billion. Stabilize their economy.
Yes. Yeah. Stabilizes their economy
And gets us what we need.
And secures us when the old Saudis and those guys decide to turn on the other direction, because
Okay.
that keeps the oil in this hemisphere
Right.
controlled under us.
I don't know that Argentina has much oil, do they?
Yeah, Venezuela I think has more.
Yeah, Venezuela has a bunch of it.
Venezuela
Yeah,
has the
absolutely.
most, but
And they're starting to say, well, we could give you some oil if you, stop blowing us up.
So
Venezuela is fearful of an American invasion, believe it or not.
what's the mineral that's in Argentina? I read
It's
it today.
probably
It's lost my
either
mind.
lithium or one of those
Okay.
battery-oriented
Yeah,
things.
I think it was lithium.
But it also becomes more.
I thought it was chainsaws. Look here, because
He's getting ready for Halloween, isn't
yeah,
he?
that's actually the current Argentinian president, Javier Milei, during his election campaign.
Yeah.
He was going like, we need to cut up all this corruptions, and then he was just like flinging around chainsaws everywhere.
Cut out the corruption.
Yeah.
Right, and then he gave one to Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well,
A jewel encrusted, But it's important that we may get these. First of all, there's also a huge lithium mine somewhere in, I want to say, either Nevada or Montana. Somewhere that we have that resource in the country.
oh, really?
Yeah.
So the Bakken's getting bigger.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems that with all this saber rattling, because I'm going to put 100% tariff on China. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. You'll be okay, China. Don't worry about it. That was all in the span of like 24 hours, by the way.
Yeah.
They're holding back on the rare earth minerals that we need. So they're tightening because China's because China's just vast. And they're holding back on that.
All right, I went to the minerals, and this is the list that kind of just I didn't realize that it was this prevalent. So the top minerals include gold, silver, copper, lithium. They are the third largest lithium reserves in the global, as far as global producers go. And then they also have zinc, lead, tin, iron ore, and uranium. Not as necessary as it was during the Cold War.
Not anymore, yeah.
But it's still there. It's still a thing.
And
an additional.
What did I read? They just found a huge gold reserve.
Mm-hmm.
I forget where it was.
Limestone material. I mean, their natural resources are just overflowing, and by making this deal, like you said, giving them $20 billion, give us first access to that. So it's not really giving them. You're paying. You're kind of buying future rights of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is always been a play for those that play in the market.
Oh, there you go.
So, all right.
Yeah, China they just found like the largest gold field in the world in Pingjiang County, Hunan Province in China. The supergiant deposit could be the largest in the world with an estimated 1,000 metric tons of high-quality gold ore valued at approximately a mere $83 billion.
And then gold hit its highest.
Yeah, over $4,000 an ounce.
Yeah, ever today.
Yeah.
So that's wild. After that announcement, and then the gold still hits its highest number.
I could tank it. I could buy gold tomorrow and it'll sink like a stone.
Yeah, that's the reason I stayed out of the stock market. You've seen my gambling skills.
Yeah, and you know mine.
You've seen my gambling skills.
You know mine, right. I'm a cooler, and I don't. And it's the only account I cool is my own.
So what do you think about Trump and this relationship with Argentina?
Well, it helps Argentina. I think, again, it's becoming a autocratic government under Milei.
Mhm.
The people in Argentina have always looked over their shoulder. I mean, that was the original place of disappearances. They would just grab people off the street and you never see them again.
Is that where all the Germans went?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to say the word.
Yeah.
I almost said the word.
Nope.
Didn't say it.
Just good, strong German citizens.
It was either
former German leaders.
Yes.
There, Bolivia, and Brazil.
Yes, it was either South America or NASA.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
What was where?
easy, Warner Von Braun.
Okay. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys know this story, but after the Civil War, a lot of Confederates moved. Did they move to Argentina too?
Yeah, we did that. That was Brazil.
It was Brazil.
Brazil.
Okay. It's still a city there.
Yeah, Americana, Brazil.
Yeah, Americana, Brazil. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we did a thing on that one of those days ago.
Yeah.
It was like a Bollocks Thursday show, like
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was very
America.
interesting. Yeah.
So it's a city I didn't know existed until I stumbled across it on one of my rabbit hole
Very Germanic.
journeys.
Yep.
So it's pretty wild story about that one. So but I like this controlling our hemisphere. I think if we can figure out how to get Venezuela to play nice over here and get our side of the world working in the same mindset, I think it'll help us.
That M-I-N-D or M-I-N-E?
M-I-N-D.
Right. And mindset.
Mindset.
Did.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we're already beating them on that one, except for diamonds in South Africa.
But the president has done that in a lot of places. He's cut deals around the world to get rare earth minerals from places, because we need them for whatever, for batteries and smartphones and chips and dips and things like that. So, I mean, this is not the first deal he's made to get us access to rare earth minerals. He's done it in Africa, I believe, because there's a lot of that in Africa because they haven't dug into the ground in Africa in a lot of places. They keep looking for diamonds and gold. They haven't started getting into the rare earth metals. And I'm under the impression that he's cut, 50-50 deals. We'll help you out and we'll take half of the proceeds, which is okay.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the old Western way. That's kind of how it worked out. Well, I don't have enough money to mine it, but I'll give you the money.
Right.
But you give me half of the profits.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything, but I get half the profits.
Right.
So.
Well, that's the beauty of being the money man.
Yeah, I think we call that a triple net lease on a country.
There you go. All right.
I mean, is it any different?
Not really.
Nope. Yeah. We'll let you stay there, but we're going to take what we can get out of you.
But historically, it's a great deal initially for the country, but at some point in time, and we saw this all through Central America. After a while, the countries get cranky that they're not getting the benefit of their own natural resources, and then they nationalize the industries. So it may have a short lifespan before these countries turn around and say, "Okay, thank you. Now we're taking that industry back to us."
So, all right. While we're on the international stuff, the other thing that I saw today is Trump's mad at Spain. Okay, I guess Spain.
It's their day in the barrel.
Spain reneged on their UN. They were supposed to pay an additional 5% or something like that on their UN payment, and I believe this is like the second or third time they've done it.
Okay.
And Spain's like pushing back against them paying their equal share. What do you think about that? How do you think that's going to play out? Because I think the other countries have paid. I think the other countries
if they have,
they're
going to be looking at Spain.
I think they're going to be looking at Spain like,
Right.
hey, ante up.
Right.
It's like having that friend with the really short arms when the bill comes.
Yeah. Got to go to the bathroom. Be right back.
I can't reach my wallet.
That's like the Steve
and I think
Martin
that's what Spain's doing right now. Oh, and
the Steve Martin and Martin Short commercials.
Yeah. Well, maybe Germany will go, hey, I'm getting cash back.
Right, exactly. Use my card, right.
And cover Spain,
right. I'd like to see an accounting of, because, one of the things I admired most about Trump when he started playing these games is, and I agree with him completely, that we've been sort of funding NATO for years, and everybody else was supposed to pony up 2% of their GDP to NATO, and nobody was doing it. And he said, got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
because
And they-
we were covering that gap.
Yeah.
And if we don't cover that gap, then NATO would have failed.
Right.
And he's like, all right, it's time. We gave you,
Right.
and he's not asking for back pay.
No, he's asking them to
Just do your
their,
part.
do their commitment. And
Yeah.
I don't know if they raised the percentage from over 2%, but I don't know how many countries have actually ponied up to it. I think a bunch of them finally did, which is good. And I've said that from the start. That was one of the things that he did that I actually appreciate. You know, as opposed to us paying for everything. There's other countries in the world, and these are not impoverished countries. This is Western Europe.
And I don't know how to look this up, Blake, but I mean, I would like to see where, prior to Trump putting this into place, where these countries were and how far behind they were, or how little they were paying
At the UN?
to the UN, and where they're at now. So, because I mean, there's some big countries that are doing okay, and Europe's not great. Europe's
They're tenuous right now.
They're not in the best financial situation, but I'd like to see where they're at, because it's a sliding scale with their GDP.
Because there's like 200 some odd countries that are members of the UN, and you know, some of these, like Lesotho, they don't have a pot to piss in, especially with the tariffs now, because they lost their entire denim industry.
And just to be clear, Barcelona is not in Lesotho.
No, it's not, nor is it in Zimbabwe.
No, it's nowhere near.
Trivia fans out there.
So send Joe Pesci to talk. Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, you know, it's got to be a sliding scale. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sliding scale, because the GDP of Lesotho is like $12, as opposed to the GDP of Spain, which is probably a bunch of billions. So, you know, percentage-wise, if you're doing it on a straight percentage, you know, Lesotho needs $12 and Spain needs $12 million or whatever it is. But the UN has been, you know, underfunded for years, you know.
Yeah, and so he made a statement today. If Spain doesn't get on board, they're about to see some serious tariffs. So, you know,
okay, carrot stick, like I said.
Yeah,
he's very good at that. But I also, you know, at the end of the day, he was bragging today about 18, and it's going to go up to $20 trillion worth of foreign investment in the United States. And my point is, let me know when it's all said and done how much of that actually got spent and how much of that actually became shovels in the ground.
Yeah. So I'm seeing contributions here.
Okay.
So, and it's got net assessments. So the net assessments in U.S. dollars, let's see, it's not really in alphabetical order here.
Probably by size and by balance.
Yeah. Well, Germany pays 194 million.
Okay.
194,851,686 to be exact.
Spain's economy is not as strong as Germany's.
Wait, hold on one second. Don't we owe the United Nations as well?
Well, I don't think he's been paying them because he's
because he's basically saying, get caught up and then we'll pay.
Yeah, because right now the U.S. is the largest amount with 2.36 billion. China's at like 685 million. Russia's at 199. Venezuela's at 94. Ukraine's at 79 million.
Yeah. So I mean, and so we're at what did you say, 2.4 billion?
The 2.36 billion.
Yeah, and that's a long way from the next one, which is at what, 600 million? Is that what you said?
685 million, which is China.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a long way away. So,
So Spain would probably be somewhere in the range of 130 million, give or take.
Yeah. Samoa, who's in there, pays 34,000.
Point in case.
Yeah.
If I find Lesotho, it's going to be 1250 cash.
Yeah. I don't even know where Comoros is. It also
Comoros is an island.
It also pays 34,000. Liberia pays 34,000. I think that's the lowest number to be.
That's your starting entry fee?
Yeah, I think that's your starting entry fee. So that's your base model.
So if we take up a pool, we can join the UN for 34K?
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
We could. I mean, we can buy. Let's buy that island first.
Yeah.
Micronesia is 34,000.
Okay.
So, and it's funny. It's $34,032. Some of them are $34,006. So, I don't know how they're coming up with this
That's
figure.
intriguing.
Tonga's also $34,032.
Who is?
So, Tonga.
Tonga. Okay.
You know.
I'm not finding Spain.
Yeah, Spain owes $64 million.
Oh, that's a third of Germany.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a huge number, but just pay your part.
Right.
I mean, it's a huge
It's
number.
a big number, right?
It's a huge number if it's me and you.
Right.
You know, that's a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a lot of points for $64 million.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, right now, Chick-fil-A could write a check to the UN and Spain's not. Would you agree with that or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, here you go. I'll put it in perspective. Okay. The project we're doing downtown, the Treasury project,
Yeah. Okay.
will cost more than that.
Wow.
By the time it's all said and done, that project will cost more than
More
what
than
Spain
$130 million.
The entire country of Spain owes, and they're reneging on it.
So, not to change the subject, but how do you guys see return on investment when you're putting in $135 million?
Oh no, we're not putting 100. It's 64.
Oh, Spain only
Six-
okay.
64.
Even still, $65
It's
million.
between those two, but
Okay.
it's closer to the 64 than it is 134.
Right.
But I mean, the numbers add up very quickly.
Okay.
So it would be.
Look, you'll probably sell it out every night.
So you figure if you get 90% occupancy
yeah, I just don't
for
know if I can
100
afford a
for
room now.
105 rooms
Right.
and times it by say $950.
Okay. That better be some nice cushy beds with some really high thread
Guess how
count
quick?
sheets.
Guess how quick that math adds up. Okay, here I'll do a quick math over here, Blake, unless you've already done it. So, all right.
105 times 900.
So we're doing 950 times 105 equals, okay, so that's 99,000
Okay.
times 365.
36,408,750.
All right.
3 years.
Okay. 3 years. It's
Okay.
usually when the payback happens. That's
Okay.
just in room nights now.
Right.
That's not the ancillary. That's
The
not the bar. That's
catering,
not the
right,
restaurant.
right.
That's not the catering.
Right.
That's not the room rental. All right. But we got to do that by 90%. So that's a little high. All right. So it's
But
32,
even still, ballpark. Right.
33 million.
All right,
So
so,
about
so
30
the deal works.
That'll just to ballpark it should generate about 30 million a year.
Okay.
Which is added revenue that comes in, and that value, that 60 whatever million,
Mhm.
is going to be ad valorem. So think of
Okay.
how much money that generates, and
then
then
what's the bed? What's
the bed tax
the
is
bed tax?
Bed tax is 5%.
Okay.
Sales tax is 6.5%. So that's 11.5% on top of that. So let's do that.
So the city and the state and the county should be very, very helpful to you guys, I would think.
So that alone, one property is bringing in close to $4 million a year.
Nice.
So why do we want commercial properties that don't clog up our roads?
There you go.
Why?
Yep.
That's why.
Yep.
So
Good
it
job.
makes sense.
Thank
So-
you for the economic lesson.
It all-
That's very good.
It all adds up. So,
Yeah, I mean that's a faster return than I would have thought for
Mhm.
that much money, but it makes sense.
but yeah, if you do the math
Yeah,
on it, it's just as the way I did it right there, it kind of shows you, and that's if we do it at 90%. And the average room rate's going to be probably close to $900 a night.
So you're getting some high end,
Mhm.
fancy people in there.
Yeah, no, that's we're trying to bring a different level
Yeah,
to St. Augustine. So
take that, Casa Monica.
yeah. And they have like 147 rooms. I mean,
I don't know what their room rates are
They're-
tonight, but I didn't think it was
they're-
that high.
their ADR is a little bit lower than where we're at
Yeah.
with the Hilton. So it probably runs around the 320 range.
Speaking of which, I've been meaning to tell you for probably going on a week now that the tapestry flags in front of the Castillo Real are
Mhm.
very nice.
Oh, thank you.
It's now a
Thank you.
tapestry project.
Yes, it's a Hilton product and it's doing very well.
Yep, I like those
So,
tapestries.
All right.
So
So what do you got over there? I
Well,
kind
right now
of
I'm just showing
gobbled
them
up the entire first half of the show
that's okay.
with two countries.
Liechtenstein and Luxembourg are right next to each other, relatively
Mhm.
speaking, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Yeah, Bobby put up that Liechtenstein pays $398,000 and Luxembourg pays $2,498,000 to the UN.
I guess their GDP is a little bit better
You would think?
because all this is based off your GDP.
Correct.
So that's the way I understand it.
Okay, I got
So-
stuff.
Okay.
You want to talk about blowing up boats or pissing off people at airports?
Pissing off people at airports.
I'm probably better at the second one.
Okay. Well, so is our Secretary of Homeland Security,
Okay.
because Ms. Nome, that's Christie with an I, because that's how I thought it was spelled, according to Saturday Night Live.
Mhm.
Um,
I heard there was a great skit with her and Tina, Poehler and Tina Fey.
right. Tina Fey played Christie Nome. and they put some
Yeah.
prosthetics on because if you didn't recognize her voice, you were hard to tell that it was actually Tina Fey.
Okay.
And Amy Poehler played Pam Bondi.
And Bondi, yeah.
And all they did was just, we're not answering your questions, and we're going to insult you to your face.
Right to your face.
Right. And then Amy Poehler took out a list of really, and how do you like that burn, buddy? It was, it was funny.
Yeah.
Apparently, Christy and Pam liked it so much they might do a skit of it on their own.
Yeah.
Probably for the next White House dinner.
There.
So,
Yeah, and you were able to recognize the voice very easily. But Christy Noem made a public service announcement, which is not necessarily legal right about now because she violated the Hatch Act in doing it. Which said,
I heard about this.
And
this is where she said if your flight's delayed or something, it's
TSA's
blame the Democrats.
I got you.
Yeah.
TSA's top priority is to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted, and most of our TSA employees are working without pay. Well, that's a straight violation of the Hatch Act, which says that federal employees or public employees can't do any type of partisan. I got it over here.
Well, the Hatch Act has about
Prohibits activities of federal employees to ensure government programs are administered in a nonpartisan fashion.
Yeah, the Hatch Act has about as many teeth as
It's got no teeth.
as a chicken.
No, it's got no teeth, but it doesn't matter because
You ever seen a chicken's teeth?
they're as fine as hen's teeth, as they say.
They don't exist.
Well, that's it. As fine as hen's teeth.
They just got a really big
Okay.
pickers.
So,
What? What did I say? What did I say? Yeah.
okay, so, and the airports are going, you know what? We're not playing it. Have a nice day. Go away. And,
Yeah, no, because their customers are Democrats buy tickets to fly
too as well. Exactly. First of all, and it's stupid because you know what?
Why say
if
that?
if I hear the Republicans turn around and say one more time, all the Democrats have to do is vote for this clean CR. You know what? All the Republicans have to do is vote for the Democrats CR, and you're fine. And that one funds the premiums.
Yeah, but you guys didn't win.
Doesn't matter. They're still putting the same bill out there.
Oh, it very much matters.
Why? Neither of them are passing right now.
It very much matters because every time there was a fold, guess who folded?
We'll see
The
what
one's
happens.
not in power.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Because pretty soon, people are going to get their premium bills and start calling their congressmen. Happily.
Guess who has a better marketing plan?
We'll see.
That's what really matters.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
We'll see.
Because I can tell you, I'll make this prediction.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with blackjack. On day 21, it's over.
What are we up to now? 14?
I think we're 14 today.
Okay.
So, yes, we're on the 14th.
Okay.
So I'm saying day 21, it's over, and it's going to make it look like they all won. So
Well,
the Democrats are going to feel like they won. The Republicans are going to feel like they won. I'm going to say day 21.
No,
because here's the big day. The big day is tomorrow. Because that's when a lot of paydays were due.
Right.
And big day is tomorrow.
Especially for us.
What's that?
Hey,
Especially for us.
Yeah, tomorrow's our payday too.
Yay.
Yeah, they're on the same pay schedule as we are.
except we're getting paid.
Yeah,
We're getting paid, right?
We'll get paid.
Okay, thank you.
We'll get paid. Thank you to our amazing sponsors.
Because I live on this.
I'm looking at the Bozard logo right there.
Right.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, right. You know I live on what I make here, right?
We live on gift cards.
Right, exactly.
So, me and Lenny live on gift cards. So, but I mean, tomorrow's a big day.
Yes.
And tomorrow's when the heat hits. Now, Trump said military's getting paid. That's a huge make sure they're taken care of to keep the public outcry down.
Right, but once again, the mechanism he's using to do it may not be legal, which has never stopped him in the past.
He'll pardon himself.
Yeah. I don't know if he can do that.
Yeah.
He can do a lot of other things, but he can't do that. But it's interesting because, yes, and we talked about it earlier, the Hatch Act has no teeth. You remember?
No,
what's his face?
I've been interviewed because of an accusation of the Hatch Act, which completely wasn't a violation of the Hatch Act.
No, I know, especially from the way you explained it to me.
Yeah.
But the Hatch Act makes sense. You know, look, Trump violates it every day.
And what the Hatch Act?
I don't know if he's immune from it because he's the president. Well, he's immune from it because the Supreme Court said you can't do anything wrong. Have a nice day. Go run around.
I'll give everyone a 30-second education on the Hatch Act because you're in politics, so it's probably pretty common to you. I was in the government. So what the Hatch Act is if you're in a position of power, you're not allowed to use that power to influence an election in any way at any level. So it could be a city commission,
Yep.
all the way up to a presidential. If you're in a position of power and say you have in the government, okay,
Yeah, I don't know
if it's your own private industry,
I think it's limited to federal employees.
no, it's not. I'm a county employee.
Okay.
I was a county employee, so I couldn't tell my employees, hey, if you don't vote for this commissioner, you're going to get fired. That would be a violation of the Hatch Act. And if you're in a position of any government power like that, you're not allowed to use that to influence your employees or influence the public from your position. And that's pretty much where she violated that.
Right.
Wasn't wasn't like a major issue like here like here in St. Johns County recently, like I believe like last year or like 2 years ago when Krista Joseph brought up the voting guide to on the pulpit. Was that like a major issue, or was that like something else?
That one got put in court, and I think it got thrown back out. It didn't get thrown out. There was a judgment on it. There was still some appeals against it.
To a different court.
I don't know if that was more of a violation of the Hatch Act, which it might have went through that, or just an ethics issue.
Okay.
So, and that's, ethics is very subjective. So,
Bobby said he did get his retirement and Social Security. Social Security goes through regardless.
Yep.
The fact that Congress is getting paid is abhorrent, because they should not be getting paid during
no,
this.
the people
That's
that
ridiculous.
absolutely are causing this, both sides should not be getting paid.
Correct.
So,
and Social Security is going through as well. That's not going to be an issue. But the fact that Trump is going to start using some of the tariff money, well, he's got it, because if the court does say he's got to return it, I think they should
spend
cut
it now.
Right. Basically, I don't have it anymore. What do you want?
what tariff money?
Exactly. Never saw it. Look over there.
What tariff money?
Yeah. He may use that to buoy up WIC and the one that starts with an S, the supplemental feeding and WIC programs, child feeding and impoverished feeding programs. And that would be good. SNAP. Thank you. I knew there was one that started with an S.
Yeah.
And that's going through. But there's some question on whether or not he can rearrange funds to use it to pay the military exclusive. Now they should, but if he starts doing that, the TSA is going to turn around and say, "What about us?"
Yeah.
So it's interesting. But coming back and we'll finish this up by saying that none of the airports are showing it anymore. They all said, "Yeah, we're not doing this."
No, because
the
it's
airports
not right.
the airports are nonpartisan, and as you said, the Democrats fly as well.
No, and if you're sitting on that airport authority and you say, okay, we're going to play this, then you might be caught up in those same violations.
Yeah.
Knowing that is definitely swaying people. So good for the people sitting at that level.
Yep.
Because to me, this is a violation.
Right. So you've got Albany, New York, Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta, Bradley in Connecticut, Buffalo, Charlotte, Chicago, both airports, Midway and O'Hare, JFK, Harry Reid in Vegas, LaGuardia in New York, Newark in Jersey, Stewart in New York, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Portland, SeaTac, Springfield, Branson in Missouri, and Westchester County are all saying, nah, we're not showing it.
No.
Leave us alone.
They're doing the right thing.
What I found was really bizarre, Austin in Texas, Boston, Denver, and Tampa don't have video screens at their TSA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Denver doesn't?
According to the article I read.
I was so stoned when I went through there.
They just have the devil horse that's up front though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean this is just wrong that she would put that together and think, oh, this is okay. And what Josh is saying, which I agree with, is they should pass it and then negotiate. But here's the problem with that: is neither side trust each other.
Well, that's exactly right.
To do the right thing.
The Democrats
they both know what the right thing is,
correct,
but they choose not to do the right thing. They choose to do what their party tells them to do, and that's what's screwing us up.
Why do we have government shutdowns anyway? Like that's just a dumb
pissing
idea.
contest.
It is, and the people that get punished are the people that the people that are getting served. I mean, I have a person who's at Veterans Village, who works at the national park, who's not getting paid right now, and we're having to waive her rent at Veterans Village until she actually can get caught back up.
Good.
You know, and
Good for
but the
you.
thing is where her other there's thousands of landlords
Right.
that are looking to raise rents and looking for an excuse to get people out and get them out of the lease. And now the freaking Senate has created this. And you can say what you want, but it's those 100 people that have all the purse strings completely tied up. 100 people out of 330 billion people have created this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yeah. And Josh is saying that Trump is trying to use illegal maneuvers, or I said he's trying to, it may not be legal what he's trying to do. And Josh says he's just defying the Democrats to sue him. And that would be a horrible move. And I agree. You're right. If the Democrats sue him to stand in front
that's his playground.
Right. Well, but you don't. You want the military to get paid. And I think every Democratic senator agrees with it as well. But you don't want it at the exclusive. You want everybody to get paid.
Yeah, it makes you anti-military,
Right.
which then everybody who's in the middle is, it's that heavy push
Right.
that he's creating. He's baiting them into it.
Right. And,
So-
and if they fall into the trap, it's, it's on them.
Yep.
But, so much of that thought in and out
Yeah.
of my
But I
out of
mean,
my
the
week
thing
there.
is, just think about that.
Oh, yeah.
100 people.
Yeah.
Out of 330 million people. It might be more than that. I'm not sure.
340 million.
340 million. 340 million people. 100 people are deciding which parks are open, who's getting paid out of those hundreds of thousands of people, and yet they're still getting a full
Paid.
paycheck.
Correct.
That's
See-
wrong.
see
That's
the-
just wrong.
See, the problem is the 47 Democrats don't believe a word the 53 Republican senators are saying.
Exactly.
Sign this now, and then we'll negotiate it later. And they were saying, we've been asking you to negotiate this for a year, and you haven't done jack shit. Why are we going to believe you? You say good faith, and we don't believe you have any good faith in this.
Here's my
That's why I say, you know what? Sign on to the Democratic one, and we'll be done with it.
Here's my statistical brain. I'm going to say there's probably 10 Democrats that are willing to negotiate it and 10 Republicans willing to negotiate it. And those 10 are so afraid, and if this 10 could bring this 10 over, it'd be over. Or if this 10 could bring this 10 over,
Right.
it'd be over. But the problem is these 10 who probably have good hearts and good intentions, if they leave their party's thought process, they will be ostracized by their own people. And that's just wrong. We should allow people to think for their people. I don't give a crap if you have a D or an R beside your name. I've had both of them beside my name. And you know what? I was the same person
Right.
when I changed from one to the other. I'm still that same person,
Well, that's why Lisa Murkowski advocates for the residents of Alaska very well, and that's why she kept bucking the Republicans for a while. Susan Collins in Maine did that from time to time, but now she's getting a challenge from Janet Mills. The governor of Maine is going to challenge her for her Senate seat, which will be very interesting to see what happens in that state. But it's just it's a lack of good faith, because the Republicans say, "Oh, trust us. Come on, we'll talk about it later," and the Democrats are going, "No." So if you're going to talk about it later, then sign on to the Democratic CR, which covers the premium payments. And all of a sudden, you know what? Everybody's happy, except for the Republicans.
No, I mean, the portion that I saw, which, it's coming from the Republican side, is the money for the illegals.
And that doesn't exist.
And that's
That's a straw man that they made up. The Republicans made this up as a talking point that's not a valid talking point.
Well, I'm sure both of them have talking points.
Of course they do, but the Republicans saying that it's to pay for illegal aliens Medicare or Medicaid. It's not true. And yes, there's a little bit.
What I heard is if the Democrats got everything and they're not going to get everything they want.
Nobody does.
And the Republicans not going to get everything they want. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying day 21 is. Do you want to make it? Do you want to make a prediction? I
think this thing can
I
go
got
on
day
longer.
21. Blake, what do you got?
I'm going to say 34.
Blake's at 34.
All right, I'll split the difference. 26
All right.
or 27, whatever the difference is.
So Blake's got the over. So, Lenny,
And once again, I'll hedge in the middle.
Money's at well. I mean, Amanda's going to get her vote in too.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah, but if we go 69 days, this country is going to be really unhappy.
If she puts 69 in, that's 69 means kids miss Christmas.
There you go.
So think about that, senators.
Well, just think how much money people are going to
69 means
save.
kids. You stole senators, Democrats and Republicans. If this goes that long, you stole these children's Christmases, and just backing them up, you're already affecting Christmas. So, not helping us.
Right.
Now,
Do your job.
On the other hand,
Just do your damn job. You're getting $187,000.
Think of how much money parents will now save on tariff-inflated presents.
Is that real? I haven't seen that.
I don't know. Yeah.
but-
Amazon didn't seem to raise their prices.
Well, yeah, but I just read another article that said that tariffs are brought by 55% of the American, 55% of the tariffs are paid by the American public. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
I mean,
see.
they keep, look,
We pay for everything else.
Keep your eye on the bouncing ball, because who the hell knows where the tariffs are now?
Yeah, but
They're up, they're down, they're in, they're out, they're high, they're low.
all right. Big question though, because her like reports that the Trump administration wants to float this. Do you definitely think the back pay will be paid out once the shutdown's over?
I hope
It's
so.
legal. If
hope
not,
so.
once again, he will be breaking the law.
I hope so, and I think that
He wants
was
to- he wants to be
a
selective.
move, and I think he knows
Yeah.
that that's not happening. It's not the person that's mowing the lawn at the fort
Right.
fault that you guys can't get along and can't do the one job you're put in there to do. All right?
Yeah.
You set policies, which is one, there's actually two, and you set the budget. That's really the two jobs that you have. And you can't do one of those two. So because you can't do one of those two, we should cut your job, your salary in half. Senators,
And Barbara Jean, I know he's not taking a salary, but he also, I don't even know, I mean, he used to give his $400,000 to a charity. I'm hoping he still does that, but I don't know.
I think he's still doing
Yeah,
that.
and it doesn't matter. It's like,
Yeah,
he's not missing a meal.
No, he
A lot of presidents
benefits.
never took it.
Yeah, he benefits.
Qatar already gives him a lot of
Barbara
money
Jean and I
anyway.
appreciate him helping out charities, and I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
But he's not the only president who have done that.
he benefits by being the president, even when he's gone. There's a value
yeah.
to it. It's this is like having an education, and because he's able to open doors as a former president
Sure.
that he was never able to open if he never became president.
And he's
So-
blasted open doors as president.
And Clinton is probably one of the guys that really understood that
Mhm.
and took a lot of advantage of it too. And Trump's the same. They're both smart guys. They're,
Look,
they're,
you
they're
know,
doing
if,
what benefits their family, and I can't fault anybody for doing that.
if somebody's willing to pay Bill Clinton $200,000 to make a
Mm-hmm.
speech, he'd be a schmuck not to take it.
Take it.
Absolutely.
Take it.
So,
I mean,
you
if
know?
anyone out there wants me to give a 2-hour speech for $200,000, let me
in.
know.
Right.
Let me know where we're at. I'll pay you at least $6,000.
Thank you. I'll take it. What, are
My
you
speech
kidding
may
me?
suck, Bob, but I'll take it.
Yeah. So
Lots of stuttering with mine.
But the interesting thing on the back pay for the federal employees for a shutdown in Trump's first term,
Mhm.
he signed the legislation that said that they must be repaid.
Mhm.
So if he's not going to pay them, he's violating the legislation that he himself signed.
well, the thing is and he makes statements
Of course.
to distract the problem, and that's what he is a master of, and that's why he's always good for content.
Right.
He's always good
Right.
for content, and
Can't wait to see
He
when he
said-
gets his TikTok going.
he's had a good week. You got to give the man. He's had a
No
good
doubt
week so
about it.
far.
No
So he
doubt
needs
about it.
to
And he's still
close-
awake. God bless him.
If he can close out this week, and stay under 21, I win.
It's possible.
Yeah.
That's another week to go.
Mhm.
It's getting terminus.
Stop picking blackjack. No,
It's
people are
it's
starting to
getting
get
strenuous.
frustrated with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, tomorrow's
All right.
payday.
All right, we got
for a
12
lot-
minutes to talk
Tomorrow's
about.
payday for a lot of these.
Yes,
so
yeah, for active military.
It's payday for a lot of national. I mean, a lot of them's 15th and 30th.
Mhm.
A lot of federal
Employees,
are on that pay scale, and I think that's when
TSA, air
things
traffic controllers, all of them.
are and someone online. I have a couple of redneck friends. They're like, "Does that mean the game wardens aren't working?" That's law enforcement. So yes, they're working.
There you go. Put that alligator back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what else you got over there?
I got blowing up boats.
Blowing up boats.
They blew up a 5th boat today. So that's four.
Where at?
Somewhere in the water, far away from any place.
Somewhere in
that was
the
dry
water.
Land.
Can you give us a country?
Yeah, off the coast of Venezuela. These are all Venezuelan.
Oh, these are all Venezuela. Oh, okay,
boats.
okay.
Yeah, we're not indiscriminately blowing up boats anywhere. We're just indiscriminately blowing up boats that may allegedly have narco-terrorists and drugs on them. However, no evidence has been proven to show that. If they have the evidence, show it. If they don't, stop blowing up boats. Because to date, they've killed 26 people, 27 people have been blown up on these boats. September 2nd, September 15th, September 19th, October 3rd, and today, October 14th. Allegedly, they have drugs and are narco-terrorists. None of that has been proven.
Do you think if they didn't have drugs on them, the story would be bigger? Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I mean, the story would be different, but we don't know that
the families would be coming out real heavy at that
There's
point.
a woman that said, my husband's a fisherman, and he got blown up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sure they're all going to say something to that. The interesting thing is
I had a friend whose father was a fisherman, and he
square perch.
He dealt with a lot of square perch, and they had a horse farm, and he was a very good fisherman. He had like 6 marinas, and he was associated with the Teflon
Don.
Yep. And
different Don mobster.
And he was a fisherman.
Yeah.
So that story doesn't really always give me so much confidence.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But the interesting thing is, and somebody pointed out, none of these boats have enough fuel to make it to the United States. Mm-hmm. So they're not coming to America. But what they're doing is going to larger boats in international waters and
that's exactly it. They're they're getting 3 miles away from their own country.
Right.
And they're
getting a little bit further, but even still, because you got to get out into deeper waters for these boats that are floating out there. But if we're so hot on
most of the time 3 miles out, you're pretty deep.
Yeah, some depends, because some of them are 10 and 15. Because international water is international water, but there's other countries that have extended their exclusionary zone.
Oh, okay.
So,
exclusionary zones can be a factor.
10,
yeah. Okay, I got you.
But the point of the matter is okay. So he's picking on measly Venezuela because he doesn't like the guy who's that Maduro in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he doesn't like him. He doesn't like Venezuela.
Does anybody like that guy?
I don't think so.
I was going to say I don't think the Democrats like him.
No, I don't think anybody likes him in particular.
Yeah.
And I don't know that the Venezuelans necessarily do either.
Yeah.
But it's low hanging fruit, and you're blowing up these maybe narco terrorists, maybe not. But
I'm gonna.
But the point is, if you're sure that these are drugs, follow them to the mothership and take down the mothership. You have a Navy, you have a Coast Guard that are very adept at boarding ships and putting them in
and that probably puts our people in more danger. So why wouldn't you stop it at the front side where there's less danger?
Because you still got the other people that are getting away. Mm-hmm. Because if I've got a bag of dope and I'm bringing it to you, mm-hmm. and you get me, I don't get you. So isn't the pattern of law enforcement, you flip the small fry to get the bigger fish? So they're blowing up these boats before they can get to the bigger fish. Mm-hmm. So I haven't heard anybody say that, they were going to the SS Minnow 3 that was offshore there to transfer their drugs onto that boat so that they can then go in there. Plus one of them was going to Trinidad.
You're a history lover. You're you understand history. In war, what is the best way to win the war?
Cut off the supply lines.
There you go. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So
I don't know if these 5 boats are actually doing that, and these guys could be, these could be sacrificial lambs.
Well, they
could be sending them out that way, and then they could be going up the Durian Gap, coming overland. Who the hell knows?
Yeah. But I guarantee you these bigger boats have bigger defense systems on them. You can't get as close to them. And if you cut off the supply line, that's like saying us attack the Army instead of that supply line. You cut off that supply line, it cuts off the money. You stop the money, it stops everything.
The money, the food, the weapons. The interesting thing is, though, you don't have to get any closer than you are to these things. If the Navy goes out there, I think they've got munitions that can reach these ships offshore. So if you're absolutely correct that these are them, why are you not blowing them out of the water? Because it's a bigger boat in international water. These are little boats in international water. And they might be
hiding, these bigger boats might be hiding more civilians in them too, and then that's a tougher defense on the public side.
Well,
so, I mean, I can
so
tell you
you're
this.
saying that 35 lives on a larger ship is more important than 5 lives on a speedboat? That's a
35 lives is
tough equivalency, though.
Yeah, 35 lives is more important than 5. It always is. It always will be.
Well, not if you're one of those 5.
But it always will be. Because the math. So
you know I don't do math.
I don't do math. You're not great at math, but that math does math. So, and you know, but I think it's more of a cutting off the supply line strategy. Then
this is going to be a very slow trickle.
It might be death by 1,000 cuts to them to send that message. To send that message and go, okay, it's not worth it for me to get paid $200 today to take this boat out.
Yeah.
You know, when that guy who's on the big boat is making $100 million.
Well,
all right, I'm making $200, $100 million. I mean, that's
somebody maybe, but not the crew of that boat. The crew of that boat's not getting paid above and beyond.
The big boat's making more than the little boat.
Right, but the guy that owns or pilots the big boat is making the money, not necessarily the crew on that boat.
What was the guy, Pablo
Escobar
or whatever? I mean, wasn't he worth like $800 million when he died? He owned like elephants and shit at his house. Yeah.
But he also ended up dead in jail. So.
Yeah. Well, they'll get that.
I don't know. Is he dead or is he still in prison someplace?
I don't know if he's still alive or not. Blake, check that out for us.
Just have to keep track of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pablo Escobar died in 1993.
Jeez, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh, if the military was so confident about this, it's like, you know, you're in school. Show your work. I'm not doubting that they may or may not know it, but we know beyond a doubt. Well, you know what? Their veracity and their truth-telling is really questionable. Okay. So I'm not doubting the fact that they have knowledge of it. I'm doubting the fact that they're going to come clean with this, you know?
Here's my thought. And we talked about the numbers of lives. And I'm gonna try and make a different math equation work. Okay? So you got the 5 guys on the boat. You got the 35 guys on the big boat.
Okay.
Those fentanyl and those other drugs get here and it kills 2 of our children. Those 2 are more important to me as American children than those 40 that knew that they were breaking the law and doing it for a buck. Okay. So I'm going to go with the 2 against the 40 at that point.
And again,
I'm going to say I don't want them to show their cards. Because if they're showing their cards to us, that means they're showing their cards to the bad guys.
Well, what I was going to say is the fact that you don't think that at this point in time, the people that are putting the drugs on the boats are trying to figure out another way to get their product out there. Of course, they're going to. But it's like everything else. You're going to have to adapt.
But it's also it's going to cost them money. It's going to make them reroute. It's going to make them redo. Then we'll redo, and that's part of the game. And hopefully, we're better at the game than they are.
Right. Well, yeah, I would like to believe that we are.
All right, it's date night for you, so we got to get you out of here, man.
I got no problem. We're fine.
We got to get you out of here because you're going to the Saint.
Going to the Saint tonight. Going to go see my friend Kurt and have him not make me a drink. He can make my wife a couple of drinks. That'll be fine. Yeah, and then it'll really be a good date night.
I'm not drinking till tomorrow night.
Honey,
my liver needs a break.
I got my tickets for the football game on Friday.
All right, good job.
Ray and I are going to go watch the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets.
Go
stay undefeated.
Jackets.
Go Jackets. Very much looking forward to this.
Josh is going to be our cameraman out there.
Josh, I'm going to come find you and introduce myself in real life person. How's that?
In the press box there. Right. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. Great conversation today. Appreciate you guys letting me talk so much. I felt like I talked a lot today. So
you talk a lot every day.
I talk a lot every day.
Right. Sometimes I talk more than you.
Yeah, but I think we had some good discussions back and forth, and it works out. But if you guys would, make sure you're supporting our sponsors. Hit that share button. Make sure you get it out to your friends. If they hate it, hit it twice, because that's what friends do. So we appreciate you guys, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.